Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. We've made a lot of progress on the Jaguar F-Type so far, starting with a wash and decon, paint correction, paint protection film, bumper to bumper, wheels off, coatings, under the hood, detail in the interior. Just some small details I would like to take care of that are bugging me a little bit, and one of them is underneath the active spoiler lid. Really hard to get to the dirt. I'd like to clean it thoroughly and protect it as well. I would like to make much more room for myself to get in there with a polisher and be able to clean it with no space limitations. So let's pop the caps to the torque bolts here, get them out, remove the lid, and properly decon, clean, and protect this area. All of the hardware and the caps removed so they can be clean and protected. Now we can lift the lid off of the braces. And now we have more light to see and more room to work. Much easier now to get access to the bottom of the deck lid as well, which is painted and finished. We're going to start off the cleaning process with Hydra from Phoenix EOD. This is a rinseless wash, but a proper rinseless wash does have a bit of surfactant. All you have to do is shake it to see, and it will suds up a little bit on the top. There's a fine balance when it comes to lubrication and surfactants and cleaning power to a rinseless. Too much and you get streaking, too little and it's just not effective whatsoever. I squirt a little bit into my detailing brush, a little bit onto the panel, a light agitation. It's not going to take a lot. You don't need a heavy degreaser that will leave behind a ton of residue to clean up later. Just a little bit of light agitation and wipe up, mop up, and dry the area. There is a bit of a limit as to what I can get to wipe the moisture from, so we'll just use forced air and remove 100% of the moisture before we move on. One side is now properly cleaned. Now you can see kind of what was driving me crazy when the active spoiler was in its upright position. We attack the underside of the spoiler in the same manner. Much, much better. We're almost there. It's clean, but this is a painted surface, and there's room for more gloss and removing some imperfections, so we're going to do a bit of polishing from here. For those chores, and it won't take a lot, Fabulous from Phoenix EOD, my little micro polisher here with a 2-inch Eurofiber 50/50 pad is more than enough to get the job done. Polishing the underside of the spoiler and around the edges and the frame of the mechanism that lifts the spoiler up and down that's attached to the car. There we go, clean and has a better reflection and shine than it did off the factory line. Let's continue. There are some areas that I can't reach with the 2-inch polisher, so we can grab the attachment for the rotary. This is a micro polisher with many attachments and pads and backing plates to choose from to get into those tight areas. Now time to clean up any polish residues with my favorite panel prep. We will be protecting those areas, and we're going to use the exact same coating as we used on top of the paint protection film, door jambs, and anywhere with painted surfaces. This is my Blue Collar 1 polysilazane 5-year coating. By the way, is on sale. The price is slashed through this weekend. A little bonus for you guys for the holiday coming up. I'll put the link down below in the description box for you. Absolutely everything in this area gets protected. A lot of moisture runs down into that surface and is held there, and that also collects dust and dirt and grit, and this will make it much easier for me to maintain and keep clean. With proper cure time, I'm going to top all of those surfaces we just protected. This will act like the sacrificial layer as the coating cures the rest of the way. It can take up to 2 weeks depending on the environment for a complete 100% cure. It only takes 4 hours to get to about 85% cure time, where you can drive your vehicle out into whatever Mother Nature can dish up, and it will be perfectly fine. But that the rest of that 15% to 100% cure is a bit slow, and I would give it that full cure time, and then you can go back to your normal wash, maintenance, and aftercare routine. Again, this is much better, satisfies me now. It's what I envisioned when I popped up that spoiler and saw all of that dirt and water spots and some of the imperfections on the paint under there, now taken care of. Let's attach the spoiler once again, and we're all finished. Much better being an active spoiler. It does pop up on its own at 60 miles per hour, and you can also hit the button in the center console to make it go up and down. That will do it for this video. That area is taken care of. We can move on. Just some small things to take care of. I do want to show you how I protect some of the undercarriage metal, which is outsourced from India. It has a reputation of starting to rust quickly. We're going to stop that in its tracks before it even starts. This has been Brian from Apex Detail, and I'll catch you in the next video.